Hi, today we're looking at Balkum's Wager. If you take it, you could save your marriage. My name is Lee Balkum, and I'm the Internet's leading marriage expert. There we are, trying to decide whether your marriage can be saved, or if you even want to save it. Many times we find ourselves struggling, ready to just give up. We tell ourselves that it just isn't worth it. Then we find ourselves looking for information. That usually means that you aren't quite ready to throw in the towel. So why not take what I am calling Balkum's Wager? What is Balkum's Wager? Glad you asked. But first you get a short history philosophy lesson. I promise it won't be painful. Now, back in the 1600s, philosopher Blaise Pascal was struggling with the many topics that could not at that time be proven. He was pushing for people to use reason, and into that fray he stepped, trying to address belief in God. The obvious, then, is still the obvious. God remains unprovable and undisprovable by science. So Pascal saw it as a matter of faith. He proposed a wager that is now known as Pascal's Wager. The wager is this. People should believe in God as it makes reasonable sense. If you believe in God and there is no God, you have lost nothing. If you believe in God and there is a God, you have gained everything. If you don't believe in God and there is a God, you lose everything. In essence, the only losing proposition was not believing in God and finding that there is God. For Pascal, it was clear that it only made sense to believe in God. Now here's Balkum's Wager. Now I apply it to whether or not you should work to save your marriage. Now don't worry, it's not about God. Merely that I'm borrowing Pascal's frame. So here is my wager. If you work on your marriage and it cannot be saved, you have lost nothing. If you work on your marriage and it could be saved, you have gained your relationship. If you do not work on your marriage, you have lost the relationship. In essence, it is reasonable to work on the relationship. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. In fact, if you look at the wager, it is obvious that you should work on the marriage. Until the marriage is over, until you are truly ready to stop, keep up the resuscitation. During my first day training, I remember one fact drilled into our heads. Once you start resuscitation, don't stop until the doctor says stop. The reason is simple. No matter how dead the person may look, you don't know when he or she may resuscitate. In other words, no matter how dead your relationship may look or feel, you don't know what you might do or say in your efforts that may revive it. I believe the real issue is that we spend countless time wondering whether we should try to save the relationship. Then when we get started, we doubt ourselves. In reality, we would be much better off if we just decided that we were going to work on it, that we were going to act. If we act, we often get started and find ourselves succeeding. Sometimes the difference between failure and success in anything is the willingness to keep trying. This is absolutely true for this circumstance. I have seen marriages that everyone thought were dead and buried suddenly become powerful relationships full of love and future. So are you ready to take the wager? If you are, go now to www.savethemarriage.com.